I think one of the main reasons why so many investors are talking about Lockheed Martin stock is because of the company's role in recent tensions in the Middle East. I'm going to share with you those details according to Lockheed Martin's management team and what it could mean for Lockheed Martin stock investors. Let's jump right in.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
So Lockheed Martin's capabilities were at the center of recent U.S. military operations in the Middle East. The pilots flying the F-35 Lightning II and F-22 Raptor stealth fighters led the operation, providing air dominance and defense suppression required for the bombers to reach Iran's hardened nuclear sites. And you may have seen reports on major news agencies about the United States attacking Iran's nuclear facilities. Well, Lockheed Martin supported those attacks. The United States military may not have had that capability to deliver those attacks had it not been for Lockheed Martin's products. So in addition to offense, they also helped with defense. Their capabilities were also integral to safety and 100% effectively defending American troops. When Iran retaliated with a salvo of ballistic missiles on U.S. forces stationed at Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, their PAC-3 missiles successfully intercepted the incoming threats. And this has become an increasing area of importance too, especially as the United States allies want access to these kinds of weapons and these kinds of defense capabilities. In fact, Ukraine has been asking desperately for the United States to deliver some of its most advanced technology so that at least it can help repel Russian attacks inside Ukrainian cities. At least it can defend its airspace against Russian air dominance. And so these types of capabilities are very highly demanded, and Lockheed Martin has access to these kinds of capabilities. The management team also said that the U.S. government's focus on securing the homeland and deterring aggressors will lead to a significant increase in munitions spending over the coming years. Cornerstone platforms like the F-35 and CH-53Ks remain not just relevant but essential to national security of the U.S. and its allies due to their unique range, payload, and other capabilities. And this is important for investors in the company because the fact that it's so critical to the U.S. military and the allies of the United States means that Lockheed Martin can command premium prices for these products and favorable terms for these products. They can also secure contracts for servicing of these products as well, which can sometimes be even more lucrative than the sale of the product itself. If the company gets a lucrative servicing contract, they might be willing to sell these products at lower prices and be able to bid at lower prices and win these contracts from the U.S. military and then recoup some of those losses on the physical product sale with profits from the servicing of these products. The company saying their success is a result of several years of internal investment and a successful flight test last year. The U.S. Army has requested quadrupling the production of PAC-3 missiles. Quadrupling. Man, that's a significant increase, especially now that the geopolitical tensions have persisted for several years now. The Russian invasion of Ukraine has lasted several years. The tensions in the Middle East have continued, and the United States has supported its allies in those regions and sometimes sent their stockpiles of weapons and defense capabilities to those regions, to those countries. And the United States wants to replenish their own stockpiles and also prepare in the event of any increase in hostilities. And also just by the fact of having these capabilities could deter anyone considering making any kind of encroachment on the United States' interest, both at home and abroad. So the president's fiscal year 2026 budget also included nearly $400 million for the production of air-launched rapid response weapon, or ARRW. the United States' first proven hypersonic weapon capable of being launched from an American aircraft. And this program is a great example of the kind of speed and agility they can achieve. Less than a year after they began rapidly developing the program, Aero had its first flight test. These are truly innovative categories here that enhances the capability of the United States to defend itself. Also, in the hypersonic arena in May, the U.S. Navy publicized the successful end-to-end flight test of their conventional prompt strike missile from the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. And more recently, in July, they reached a price agreement with the U.S. Navy on a 5-year multi-year procurement for CH-53Ks, lots 9 through 13, and that'll be for a minimum of 85 aircraft. So this is yet another win for Lockheed Martin and a win for investors. The backlog continues to grow. They provided an update on the status of the F-35 program. They delivered 50 aircraft in the quarter, bringing their total F-35 deliveries to 97 so far this year, and overall at 207 since they resumed deliveries last year. They remain on track for roughly 180 deliveries in 2025. The F-35 is one of the most advanced, if not the most advanced, fighter aircraft in the world today, and Lockheed Martin is the one producing these aircraft. So you can imagine it helps a country like the United States with the most advanced military in the world to maintain that dominance against anyone who would be thinking of any kind of hostility towards the United States. So Lockheed Martin, as we've discussed, their capabilities and the products they provide the United States government are absolutely essential for its defense of itself and its allies. And that allows the company to earn robust cash flow and profitability, not excessive, but robust, right? They cannot do excessive profits because, of course, they're selling to the U.S. government, and therefore, political reasons, they can't charge, excessive prices for the products they're selling. But at these current prices, they have billions of backlog and years and years and years worth of business. So long as they continue delivering these products and making innovations, their business is relatively secure for many years in the future. And that's attractive for investors looking for defensive stocks that can hold up reasonably well amid macroeconomic headwinds, amid recessions, and things of that nature. So I've rated Lockheed Martin stock as a buy. This is my intrinsic value calculation, where the fair value of the business I calculated to be $736. And this document I was reading from is the company's Q2 2025 earnings call transcript with Wall Street analysts, where the management team discussed their performance and the progress they've achieved at the business. I made this highlighted document available for my channel members, and you can join my channel for less than $5 a month. I have dozens and dozens of these types of earnings call highlighted transcripts for many companies, so you don't have to read the entire document to get an understanding of what's going on at the company. Hey everyone, so many of you have been asking about my investing strategy, and I'm excited to announce that I've written a book that's available for sale now that describes my 6-step investing framework for evaluating stocks. I've added the link in the description below.